Welcome to November, air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. This one is for you. I'll be breaking each of your readings down individually. 3 readings for you, 3 air signs. And we're doing them by month. I used to on my old YouTube do them by zodiac season. So it'd be like every Scorpio season, every Sagittarius season. And now I'm hoping to get these ones out by the first of each month and doing them at the beginning of the month rather than the season. But if you would prefer to do zodiac seasons rather than months, if you'd rather go off the energy of the zodiac season rather than the energy of month to month, please let me know in the comments down below. Nicely, please. Please be nice, I'm just a girl. But if you would prefer that, let me know. I decided to try out for a few months, see how the month to month goes, rather than zodiac season to zodiac season. And if it turns out that y'all like the zodiacs more, or let me know too. Let me know if you like this better, if you'd prefer month to month. I want to hear both ways. I want to know what works for you. I did a poll over on my Instagram at Spring Moon Oracle. If you're not following me already, go check me out there. But I did a poll over there and month to month did win. So I thought I would try it out for a bit, see how it goes, but maybe you guys over here are a little different. So we shall see. But November, it holds both the energy of Scorpio season and Sagittarius season. It has transformation, deaths, releases, loyalty, psychicness, and then we head into Sagittarius with that freedom, that fire, that exploration and honesty. So it's got a really fun, sexy balance here. So hopefully you have a great November, a little flitting around as you little air signs, and let's just get straight into the reading and see what this energy has in store for you, starting with Aquarius. All right, happy November, Aquariuses. How you doing? How are you? Seriously now, are you okay? You pulled 7 out of 10 major arcana cards. Now don't panic. These are just the major energy cards. They're the archetypal cards like the Devil, the Star, the Empress, the Tower, etc. And they just hold a lot of energy. They only make up about 27-28% of the deck. So then this is statistically unlikely that it comes up as 50% or more. And for you, it came up as 70%. Woo! Whoa, it's a lot of energy. That is huge, huge energy. It's just your guys, it's just your angels, it's just the universe, God, whoever you believe in, tapping, saying, hey, pay attention. There's a lot that can happen. There's a lot in store this season. So let's make the most out of your November and see what the cards say so you can really work with this big energy, because it has so much potential for change, so much potential for coming into yourself more. So we're starting off pretty strong. Anyone who knows tarot a little bit will be like, ah, but don't worry, even if you don't know, just by seeing the cards and hearing their names, you might be like, ah, don't panic. It's all good. We have the Devil and we have the Tower. For me, this really means something is about to shake up your world a little bit, and maybe over the past few months it already has. With these readings, I haven't done them since August, so I really feel like I've been picking up on a couple months of energy and then setting up this month. So for some of you Aquariuses, you might have already felt a big shift, a Tower moment where everything feels like it's crumbling, but a lot of the time when this happens, is happening for a reason. And if it hasn't happened yet, I would just be wary for it. I would be ready for it. And the best thing you can do when this happens is just jump in with both feet and see where it takes you, rather than being like dragged through the dirt or like pushed from a burning building. And the Devil card just means that you've only been skirting the surface with this. You need to go deeper. Why is this being shaken up? Why were your foundations not strong enough before? What is this change? Especially for a lot of the time with the Towers, it is a physical, in the real world change. Why is this happening? What is it opening up space for? Because it has really shook you within. We have the Lover's card reversed. I think for some of you, this could have been a really big breakup, a big separation between you and someone you love, a big separation between you and a passion, and you feel like this change has taken something out of something you love, has taken away something you love, has taken away some good feelings within you, which I can totally relate to. And you're like, I just don't understand why this happens, because it like took love away from me. And I feel like that shouldn't be the case. If the universe has my back, it should want me to have as much love as possible. But what it's saying, what you don't realize is by staying in this place, this thing that had to get shaken up and that is getting shaken up, it needed to happen. Because really it was like a comfort zone. You weren't actually thriving as much as you thought you were, because we have here that this shift actually brings with it the Two of Wands, which means you hold the world in your hands now. You could actually go anywhere. You just have to open your mind, realize that this is the case, and it's actually attempting to bring you closer with your own energy with the Queen of Cups. It's attempting to align you with your passion, with your love, with your own energy, so things don't always have to feel so hard. And that's what this is doing. It's really this whole shake, even though it feels like it took away something you love, it's actually aligning you with something much greater. You just can't see it yet. So flow with your energy. You're judging this so much. You're like, I don't want to start over. I feel like this is not meant to be a new path. And actually, newsflash, it isn't. This is just part of the grander path. Even though it feels like you're going to have to start over, this is saying, no. We're not judging that you need to start over. You need to judge where you are and how to move forward. This is less of an external journey, because I really feel like the external things are happening. They're happening to you. They're happening for you. This is more of an internal journey to see, can you find that clarity? Can you trust yourself? Can you admit the truth to yourself and what you need? And can you pick yourself up and go for what you want? Can you do the internal work? Can you go on that internal journey to trust yourself more, to love yourself more, to align yourself more with you? Because yes, something needed to come to an end. And honestly, more things need to come to the end. So that internal reflection and journey is going to lead you to realize that more things do need to be closed so that a brand new cycle can open, and so that you can go on to that next big win. Because right after that door gets closed, and you're not leaving it open a smidge, you are closing it, we have the Four of Wands, and it's this settling, and it's not this big energy. It's more like a and then ultimate stabilization, ultimate security, ultimate safety. And that's all coming from this sort of like domino effect. Really, you have to worry about the internal, and the external will take care of itself. All right, Aquarius, short and snappy, because that's what you get when you get so much major arcana. I hope you have a great November. I can see that destruction, like the Tower really is Scorpio energy. So I can see that destruction and falling away and transformation happening during Scorpio season, and then this journey and this fire and this stability during Sagittarius season. And I really hope it goes well for you. All right, you've got this. I believe in you. And now let's move on to my fellow Geminis. Okay, Gemini, happy November. I'm excited for today's reading. There's change, but in a really good way, and there's so much abundance. And it really speaks to me as a Gemini as well. I felt like I needed this reading. I felt like it was like a surge of everything I was calling in and wanting. And it was like, yes, it's going to happen if you open to it, if you work towards it. So let's see what the cards have in store. It was almost majority major arcana, which means like big wild energy. But luckily, we just missed that. 4 out of 10, not 5 out of 10. So it doesn't have to be as like big and earth-shattering as some other months are, and what it could be for some other signs. It's a little easier for us, but really abundant. So right off the bat, we have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. This is super solid, sturdy energy. And this is double down when it comes to the King of Wands. The King of Wands is like ultimate stability, feeling so strong in where you are, feeling so strong in your roots. If you've been feeling a little rootless, if you've been feeling a little airy-fairy all over the place, as us Geminis can, this is a time for like rooting and finally feeling like, okay, I have a handle on things. I'm good. I've got this. And it can also represent passion, like feeling like you are stronger in your passions. You have more time for your passions again. You have your routines back in place. And then we also have that King of Pentacles, meaning strong in finances. If you've been feeling like a little topsy-turvy in finances, if you've been trying to call in a bigger sum of money, this could definitely be the month. I've been really wanting to focus in October on money manifestation, so this really gives me a lot of extra push to do it because I know that big payoffs are possible to come in November, in this month, because I am recording this a little bit early, so I get a little extra insight. But it's really, really positive news, and you may already have been feeling this over the past couple of months. You're like, okay, I feel like I'm starting to get the ground underneath me. I'm starting to feel a bit more stable, because I am talking about November, but because I missed a lot of months, I haven't done this since October. I think a little bit of the other months are informing this. It's saying you're starting to get this stability more. You're starting to feel it, and now you should be feeling it more than ever in the month of November. It should become very prominent for you. And even though the Tower came up, it doesn't have to be scary. The Tower is like a huge change, a huge shift. It can be a crumbling. But all this is saying, I really think, is the crumbling of the instability that we've been facing as Geminis for so long. I see this Tower as things falling away that need to fall away, because a lot of us have started like a newer chapter. A lot of us have been stepping into newer energy recently. I could see it back in June. I could see it back in July. It was like this shift happening. We had like a rough beginning of the year or so, and then things have picked up a little bit. It's time for that last crumble. We're waiting for those last things to fall away to really completely solidify this foundation we've been creating recently. Because the Queen of Swords is saying, yeah, even though it's crumbling, even though there's still some more change to come, we do have the Queen of Swords. You are sure. You are, it literally says, an unbiased tale of independence. Like, you are independent. You know what you want. You are clear. You are concise. It is happening. And then it's also paired with the Page of Swords. Not only do you show up and feel this way, but you step this way. You take action this way. And you're starting to finally see that movement. The best way you can embody this energy to really, really play into that, especially Pentacle, rich money energy, abundance energy, is by picking one focus. What is one focus that you know you need to be like, this is my focus for November. This is the one thing I'm going to commit to. And how can you go deeper with that? Lately, you've been scratching the surface. I can see you, Gemini, is sort of being like, I'm going to do this and this and this. And you're trying to step into this whole big picture. And it's like, no, what if you just go deep with one thing and allow the other things to tie on as you go, or tie on later, and not be that central point that you're always moving toward. And by deepening this one thing, what you're going to see is this Knight of Cups energy, where you start to fall in love with the flow of your life again. Your life gets so romanticized, so beautiful, and you're like, oh, this is not as bad as I thought, or this is exactly where I was hoping this would lead. I just didn't realize I was quite there yet. Like, things are all gonna start just bam, 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 falling into place for you to feel like, oh, this is nice. And we have the 10 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Pentacles saying, hey, yeah, this is nice, and it's abundant as all hell. It's so abundant. The 10 of Pentacles is dream life of abundance, of richness, of money, of feeling like you're leading a rich life. And that's what this focusing in on one thing, while everything else figures itself out, is leading towards. This is such an amazing card to pull, not only on its own, but also with the Hierophant as your last card. The Hierophant is a big next step in life. It's like a new house. It's a new career. It's a new position. It's a raise. It's a marriage. It's a relationship. It's going back to school. It's getting something you want. It's getting that job. It's getting this place. It's literally just being like, I am in the next level of my life. I'm in the next chapter, and feeling so, so abundant. I love this card. It says, the gang's all here. It's like, yes, you got everything you are looking for. The gang's all here. Money, alignment, job, love, like all of it. Bam, 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 bam. It's all here. And paired with that beautiful Knight of Cups from earlier, these three at the end of the reading, I was like, oh, I'm so happy I'm a Gemini. I'm so happy this is the energy available to me right now. So I hope you enjoy that. To end off, we pulled the Calla Lilies Calling card from the Sister of the Fae Oracle deck. It's lucky number 7. This is my number, so I figured, hey, I'm taking 777 as a sign this month. Here's the beautiful artwork. I'll hide my face so that you really see it. And on the card here, it says, White silky flowers, a sight for sore eyes, your unique shape, your vibration encodes. With the smell of your hypnotizing fragrance, you tickle my nose. Your pollen is so dusty, like stars in the sky, a gift sent in spring from a fairy nearby. And I did just get this deck literally today. So when I did look at the guidebook, it did say one thing, that this can be a message from a loved one, a past loved one, an angel of yours, passing this message down. So I'd tie this to this big message. This is your spirit team. This is your loved one saying, please, you got this, go for it. Like, things are getting better. This is what you've been waiting for. But it also said it signifies blooms in your garden during a prosperous season. It says here that this is an abundant time of rebirth and a time to plan and prepare for the summer ahead. The energy of the calla lily is calling you. Hold her in your hand, plant her in your soil, and place her in your space. Invite this radiant, magnificent beauty into your space. It says, it is time to illuminate and recognize the beauty within you. This is all about abundance, and you had like the best abundant cards. The only thing you could have done better is like the Wheel of Fortune, and you had so many great abundance messages in your cards, and this oracle card just top that up for me. This can be the most abundant month for you, Geminis, if you allow yourself to step into it and pick that one focus. I don't know what I'm going to choose. I think I'll choose closer to November, seeing as I'm doing this at the beginning of October. But let me know in the comments below, what are you committing to? Maybe I'll let you know in the comments as well what I'm committing to, because it's just one commitment this month to start to unlock all that abundance. All right. I hope you have a great November. And now, last but not least, my baby Libras. Happy November, Libras. I'm so used to in my readings being like, welcome to this season, but that's not the case. Just welcome to November. So Libras, a long time no see, no talk, no readings. I'm excited to see what happened. I missed your birthday, so happy birthday. But I'm excited to see what this reading has in store. I have all the cards right beside me here. And it has kind of a dual message. You are the scales, you hold duality naturally within yourself. So I'm not surprised that you do have a bit of a dual reading here. I think this month is a bit of a shift how things have been going lately. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. I feel like you've been getting good news recently. Maybe over the past few months, you feel like you've been coming into a richer life. You've been feeling a bit better about some things. You maybe have been making a little bit more money. You've been getting some things. It was your birthday, so maybe that enriched your life. Like, you really have nothing to complain about. Your life has been rich. It has, however, taken some strength. There are some things you've just been sort of pushing through, but overall you feel like those can be put aside to really look at that 10 of Pentacles, that like dream rich life. Like, you feel like you're finally sort of like tapping into it. However, there are some things, like I said, that still take some strength, some things that you've been sort of barreling towards. You're like, I'm just gonna go no matter what. However, we don't want to just barrel towards. You don't want it to feel like life works out a lot of the time, and then sometimes you have this knife sticking in your back. The Knight of Swords is like, no, we got to love the clarity. You want to love the clarity of your life, the communication in your life, the message of your life. So it's time to pull that out and go forward with boundaries, with clear communication. Your guides are screaming at you this month. They're saying, take a step back and listen. They're saying you don't have to go so deep on everything. You don't have to be going all the time, creating all the time. We have the reverse devil and the Chariot being like, maybe your focus this month is just to ease off and allow a lot of things to be surface levels. You do so much for people. You always take on the burden. You always like have this bleeding heart. You're people pleasing, but you're not having the balance of doing things for you. So maybe this month you can decide that it can just be easy. Maybe this month you can say, you know what? I'm going to let everything be surface level. I'm not going to be so strong. I'm just going to not go deep on things this month. You don't have to like make this decision and focus. It's sort of like, I'm just taking my foot off the gas. We have the Suit of Wands here saying it says Suit of Wands, and I keep saying Suit of Wands instead of the number, but we have the 6 of Wands here, which is sort of tying with that Knight of Swords. It's like, why don't you take your foot off the gas, and instead of running forward with like all the things you need to be doing. Let's like run forward with a vision. Let's instead chase a vision, and without taking physical steps, being like, what is this clarity? How can I take this knife off my back and finally start to turn it so that the things I'm going so deep on, the thing I'm putting so much time into, are things that I want, that are part of my vision for my life. And the Six of Wands is saying, get up on your high horse. You deserve this. You deserve to have people cheering for you. You are enough to want to go for this. We have the King of Swords being like, by the end of the month, I want this Knight of Swords, where you're sort of starting to fall in love with the idea, where you're rushing forwards with ideas and vision. And I want you to have a really solid vision. I want you to be in that little journal all the time, Libra. Journal, journal, journal every day until you feel very clear with how you're going to go about the rest of the year and maybe next year as well. Because really soon, if not during this month to the end of this month, very shortly after, you are going to hit a crossroads where you're like, okay, I can't continue going like this. I love my life and I feel really blessed and I really feel like I can't complain. However, I've been being strong for so long. I've been cultivating this strength and using all my strength for so long. I need to make a turn. I need to make a change, a decision. I can't keep going forwards. And we all know you can't go back. And this decision is, okay, you know what? I took my foot off the gas and I had so much more time for this. I had so much more time for this. What is it that you're like, I kind of want to leave my foot off that pedal forever. I only want to either cut that out, snip, 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 or I want to just sort of allow this to be a back burner thing, allow this to be something that I'm not going full force, I'm not going deep in, like that Devil card, right? Because we have the Suit of Wands reversed, but then, see, I did it again. We have the 10 of Wands reversed, and then we have the 8 of Cups. It's saying, you know, maybe it's time to release a burden. What are you not putting back on? This is putting things on your back, carrying a really heavy load. We have it reversed. What is it you're not willing to pick back up after putting it down this season? And what is it that you know it's time to walk away from? There's two things here. Whether these are two specific things or two bubbles of things you're not willing to put on your back because you realize this is not mine to carry, and things that you know are never going to feel fully amazing for you, are only ever going to be that 8 out of 10 when you deserve that 10 out of 10 that you have been tapping into, that you have been feeling lately. What is it that just isn't going to grow, and what is it that just isn't worth it to put back on your back and on your pile? How can you sort of take November easy and then sort of reflect, okay, what am I not willing to go back towards? And the beautiful Sister of the Fae Oracle card that I pulled for you is Pixie Visions. So this is one of the reasons I said your guides are, I have to put it in front of my face so you can actually see it. Your guides are really speaking to you. They're really trying to get messages through to you. It says the Fae call you through your third eye. Can you see their sparkle? Can you sense them nearby? They visit your dreams and smother you with love, and they may even send you a message as a butterfly or a dove. And so this is really saying, we're taking that foot off the gas pedal, right? And we're paying attention. There's communication. There's so many swords in this, which is communication. There's communication happening between your guides, between your angels. They're sending you signs. So ask for signs. They're sending you angel numbers. They're sending you intuitive downloads, thoughts through dreams, through meditations, through moments that are just like, oh my gosh, wait a second, I just realized something. So slow down and listen. Maybe a daily meditation practice is that one thing you're going to root into yourself to help you surrender all month. Be like, you know what? I'm just doing some breathing. I'm just doing some meditation. I'm going to surrender in this moment. But that's all I've got for you, Libras. I hope you have a great November. I better see you taking it easy. I better hear that you're taking it easy if I get word that you're working too hard, that you're doing too much for others, that you're doing too much. I'm going to be like, put that down. Put that down, my darling angel. Put it down. Come on. You can do it. Just 1 month. One restful month. I know it seems chaotic, especially before the holiday season, but you deserve it. It's time. I promise things are only going to get better if you slow down this month. All right? I love you. Mwah! Have an amazing November. And that's all I've got for all of you air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, all very different readings. I sort of love it. I don't really know what to do with these endings anymore. I used to kind of wrap up the energy of the season, of the zodiac season, but if we are doing the month to month, what do you want to see in the recap? What do you want to see at the end? Do you want to see some astrological transits? Do you want me to tell you what's happening in the cosmos just really briefly? Let me know. Do you have a different idea? Do you want me to pull one card for everyone? What do you want to see at the end of these videos? Please let me know. If you made it to the end, please give me some little emojis below, maybe some little blue and white hearts, and I appreciate you so much. I hope you have an amazing November, and I will see you next month in December. All right, bye. Bye.